Hello everyone and welcome to ErebosGaming. We've got some Dynasty Warriors 8 here for you, and this is the hypothetical battle, the Battle of Nanjun. And as you can see, I'll be playing as Pangde with he's level 32 and some standard 4-star weapons. And I have to say before we start on this mission that this is probably one of the toughest missions I've ever had to do. I mean, overall, this battle has so many enemies and they're all next to each other and they're all buffed. It's just ridiculous how challenging this one was. So I'm going to start this one off by taking out Zhao Yun, and one of the things I'd like to say about Pangde is his alternate moveset is very unique. I don't think I've played another character that's had such a unique ability. So we're going to start off with the standard moveset, which is a double hit with his massive club. And in terms of taking advantage of the affinity system, I find that the 5 square and triangle attack works very well. Triangle attack, sorry, because that will reduce their affinity, affinity down quite a lot, because it does like a little whirlwind attack, so it's pretty good. So as you can see, this is what I'm on about. Straight away, our first enemy officer to take out is buffed, and if he hits you, you know about it. I don't know how many times I failed at this one. I just stupid little things. I mean, he could have taken me out there. Fortunately, I had a spare moveset, and I kind of counter-attacked him there as well. I do all this damage to him, and he gets taken out by one of my allies. So now that we've taken out Zhao Yun, we want to move up on the right flank. I recommend going straight past this guy. In the interest of speed and difficulty, you can rely on your allies to take that enemy officer out. And what you want to do here is you want to take out the gatekeeper, and we want to go straight down and take out Zhang Fei. This is his alternate moveset attack. Obviously it's sped up here so you don't get to see it, but he jumps on a horse from nowhere and he does a charge. Now the ironic thing is, because he's on a horse, I keep on thinking that I can trigger it whilst I'm on my horse. Don't do that, because you just basically make your horse go faster. So I've done that several times, and we're gonna jump straight into rage with Zhang Fei, because this guy is mega buffed, and when you get through half of his life, it puts the defense on himself as well, which makes him even more difficult to take out. So I'm going to be using the rage to its fullest. Before it runs out, I'm going to trigger my rage moveset. And these moveset attack, I have to say, it's alright. It's quite enclosed. It doesn't bring a lot of enemies in, but it certainly dishes out the damage. I mean, Zhang Fei is buffed like hell, and as you can see, I've pretty much wiped him down to a third of his life just from a single rage attack, which was pretty good. And now the problems come in. We've got 3 enemy officers, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be doing counter switches and just using my standard switch weapon as well, because it knocks them to the ground. It gives you a bit of breathing space. So we're wanting one of them to attack us, and then we want to switch it. There we go, we've got rage full up again, so we need to find Zhang Fei. There he is. And we're going to use a bit more of the moveset rage bar to weaken him a little bit, because we don't want to be I find with Zhang Fei, I don't know if any other enemy officer does this, but I find with Zhang Fei that he seems to know exactly when to use his moveset attack, and that's when you don't have any, so you've got no way of retaliating. And he'll do it at the most inopportune time, when you're not expecting it, when you're either juggling him or when you're doing a attack, or after you finish a swift attack. He seems to trigger him at the right time, and it is very frustrating. So we're taking him down. We're moving on to Fei Yi now. Just a standard enemy officer, so we don't have to worry about this guy too much, but I do get caught off guard, as you'll see very shortly. Once I get this guy down to near minimum life, we have, I think it's Wang, I can't remember his surname at the minute, but we'll see in a second. And he'll just come out of nowhere and give me a hit on the back. There you go. It takes me down pretty much to red life, a sliver, and it's Wang Ping. So we'll go up here. Fortunately, we get a bit of health. Not really going to help me out that much. If I get attacked more than twice, I'm dead. So we're just going to work at this guy. Fortunately, all my allies have now caught up, and that's the reason why I say go straight to Zhang Fei. The amount of time it takes you to do it, all your allies will catch up. And the reason this battle's so difficult again is for the fact that there seems to be a time limit attached to it, as you'll find out towards the end of this battle. So not only do you have some of the most difficult enemy officers to take out that are buffed, you also have a time limit in terms of how you have to do it. So this is why I'm rushing through it and trying to kill all the enemies, but there's so many of them it still takes a long time. So we're moving on to Sun Quinn now. This guy's weak to my affinity, so it should be relatively easy to take out. Shouldn't really face too many problems. He's a standard enemy officer as well, so don't have to worry about him sneaking Muso attacks on me. His swift attack, I don't know, it just makes him look a bit silly, to be honest. It does the job, but I don't think aesthetically it doesn't look very good. So now we're going to move down to this enemy officer who's just around the corner, and we'll use the alternate Muso. This is what I'm talking about. It's really, really good one. You just go around, look at that, you send them all flying. So that is a unique ability. I've never seen that used anywhere else with any other enemy or ally officer. Yeah, I can't remember. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure nobody else has the ability which requires them to take down a horse, to use a horse to take down enemies. And we're coming to the end of Wang Fu now. He's nearly gone. Well, I say he's nearly gone. He's defending like a little girl, and I had to use that because that unit commander came out of nowhere and took me out from behind. So there we go. So he's down now, and we're going to move up a little bit. Actually, no, we're going to go back and help our allies out. As you can see, there's 3 enemy officers here. Get his rage up, and this is how you take 3 enemy officers out in one fell swoop. And we got Nanjun, Miji, and another one in there somewhere. I don't know his name. I can't see it either. I'm just worried taking him out. Oh, there, Fajong. So there we go, all 3 enemy officers taken out, and that gives my allies a bit of breathing space, and they'll come forward and help out with the onslaught that we're going up here. Now, what's occurred on the battle is Cao Cao and the main army has been frozen to a specific area due to a fire attack. So it's my job now to find out who's in control of this fire attack and take them out. What this means really is you need to go and take out an enemy officer who is behind a gate, so you kind of have to do a circle to get round them. And whilst we're getting there, we're taking out Yang Yi. And he is taking a bit of a beating. Can we take him out in this? Of course we can. There we go, he's down. So let's move up another step. What we're going to do is backtrack, take a left, just to see if there were anything here, because obviously I'm on low health. I don't really want to be jumping into enemies if I can help it. There we go, a nice 200 plus, so that'll help out. We're going to move down this area now. We're going to go straight past. No, we're not. We're going to use the alternate Muso. Sorry, I'm confused with what we're doing there. And we got Dengji that we've got here. We'll just take him into where all my allies are waiting, just for the shits and giggles. He don't stand a chance. Look at this. Oh man, poor guy. I feel sorry for him, to be honest. Doesn't stand a chance. How many allies have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 allies, all in one area. Nuts. Yeah, he's getting battered. Right, and with his last sliver of life nearly gone, there we go, we're going to move up again. So now we want to move around this area, and we want to kind of go in like a big circle, so to speak. So we've got Liu Feng there, but I'm just going to skip past him. I know I skipped past one guy. And we're just going to come to this area here. When we take out this guy, our forces will start moving up, which is good. So I don't really want to be fighting all these enemies by myself. I want a little bit of help. So we've got Chen Zhen. That's who's in control of the fire attack. He's also got a unit commander here as well, so that makes it even more fun. But fortunately he's weak to my affinity. It's just the unit commander that I'm cautious about now. Again, being very careful because I've only got, well, I'd say less than half my life, but in terms of these enemies, a couple of attacks. Just got caught off guard by a little private there. He just comes in with his spear and takes me out. And we're going to finish off Chen's Zen now. There we go, he's down. Right, so now we want to move up after we've taken out this unit commander. As you can see there, all our allies are now free, so they can come and give us a bit of help. So we're going to go straight into Zhang Yi with another unit commander as well. So not only do we have a shed load of enemies, but each one of them comes with their very own unit commander. And you saw Liu Feng there also decided to join the fight. So we're just going to run away from him, get him far away. I'm concerned about my health again. We're just trying to, well, survive basically. We've got a nice affinity system there. We've got one that's weak and one that's not, so it makes it a lot easier rather than one that's been strong. And to talk about the actual battle itself, this is a hypothetical battle, so it didn't really happen, but the idea behind this one is to get Liu Bei and defeat him once and for all. And as usual, when playing against Cao Cao, Liu Bei seems to be running away, and this one is yet another one where he's running away, so that's where the time limit comes into it. So we are limited in, you know, we can't exactly mess around. We have to wipe out all these enemies to keep our morale high, and we also have to be pretty sharp and pretty fast at getting to where we need to go. A nice switch counter there. So as you can see, the majority of my allies have moved up past me, which is good. They'll be working on the other enemy officers that we've got in front of us, so I can focus on taking this guy out. I probably don't really need to take these out, but again, anything that gives me a boost to my morale I'm happy with. And I've just noticed that I've got absolutely no health whatsoever. That's pretty ballsy, just going in there, taking them out. Some defense, that's not going to help much. And there we go, we've taken out Liu Feng. So now we can move up again. We've got another enemy officer to deal with. This one's Liu Hui, I think. I saw a nice little jar there. Hopefully that'll give us some health. Wow, that'll help out a lot. So yeah, again, this guy's weak to my affinity system, so you can abuse the 5 square triangle tactic that I told you. The double square triangle, continuous triangle is pretty effective as well. That really does give him reduce it down quite significantly as well. So we've taken him out now. Now we can move up. The gates have opened, and we have to deal with a lot of ballista on this one. There's 6 of them, so I'm kind of doing a serpentine movement here, where I'm moving from left to right, making sure that they're not catching me off guard, because they will kill me. And we're straight in against Liu Hao, I think. Interesting name. This guy's in control of the ballista, but fortunately you can take him out, so I'm using Pang De's alternate Muso to rinse those ballista. It's quite effective, to be honest, so I recommend using that if you've got this character. And yeah, Liao is weak to my affinity, so there's that move I was telling you about, the 5 squares and a triangle. Very effective. And we're going to hit him with a normal Muso attack, and then get straight back onto him with the double square triangle. I'm just staying away from that unit commander, seems a bit eager. So we can just abuse that, I can defend against that, and I can still break him, which is good. I'm going to hit him with this again. And with that guy taken out, just got to finish the unit commander and then can move on to the next area. However, we're going to leave it there, so please join me on part 2.